You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, we are going to talk about Caitlin Clark. She had a moment last night at the Iowa game involving Michigan State. And let's just say that, well, when it comes to referees, they must shudder in fear when they see that Caitlin Clark is present because, well, for lack of a better way of putting it, they're going to be taking hell. All right? They're going to catch hell from Caitlin Clark. You can just believe that. It was no different in a piece of video that is now going viral involving Caitlin Clark giving refs hell. But before we jump into that, I've got a statement that was made. I caught it by accident. Last night I'm watching the Colin Cowherd, Ryen Russillo conversation. Every so often these two titans of the industry get together and they just have a conversation, and it's fantastic. There was a time I was a huge Colin Cowherd fan, and Ryen Russillo has always sort of been my favorite. I loved his radio show back when it was him and SVP, and then, of course, after that, Will Kane, and then, of course, Solo on his podcast for The Ringer. And there was a conversation that they had during this talk here regarding the sports calendar. And exactly, I'm listening, and look, they normally take their vacations and that sort of thing during the summer because college football, NFL is not going on. And then Colin Cowherd drops a statement in there about the impact of Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, more specifically Caitlin Clark. Ryen Russillo actually throws shade at Angel Reese, so he's noticing what we're all noticing. But about how the impact hit the industry that they do, and they've noticed exactly how much of a draw and how much of a priority Caitlin Clark's going to have to be.
I don't know. So I was sitting with some manager, and I said, Sean McVay killed the preseason by not playing any starters and going 8-0. I said, and that killed August. I used to be like, it's slow, but I got stories.
No, you used to be able to get some August numbers because of preseason football.
That's right. And like now,
people are still in the cars traveling.
Now it's like Kenny Pickett, 4 more rants. Like I remember that year, I'm like, oh, August is dead. So it used to be July, you took vacation, and then you came back firing in August. And I was talking to one of the managers over there, and I just said, I've never done this. I need about 3 weeks off. I said, this is going to be a Super Bowl year for Fox. I need 3 weeks off. And I went to Watch Hill, and I played golf every other day. 17 straight days of a cocktail. It was glorious. Ann and I had so much fun. And I was ready to go after that. But I do believe going forward, the calendar's changed. Football is going to extend and add another week. So football is going to now, it ends like February 9th. And then you and I talk about it 2 or 3 or 4 days, whatever we do. And then then you'll take a week off. And then you have free agency's been moved up, March Madness. Football is now going to go to like the 19th. And then you'll talk about it till the 27th. And it's like, and then you'll have 2 weeks till free agency. So the front part of the year is getting better. The summer's getting drier. So the good news,
which is fine actually, because I'd rather travel.
But 2 things are helping. Let me throw this. I haven't talked. Caitlin Clark's a real story. I watch every number. I watch every minute of every show in the summer just to see what works because almost nothing does. She moves a needle. Her and Angel Reese is a thing. I did 15 Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, and they were all, I love doing all of them. They were fun. It was like bird magic. It was like, there's hate, there's animosity.
It was like bird magic?
Well, I mean,
if one of them wasn't bird or magic.
The point. The second thing, I believe baseball is going to have a renaissance.
Okay, so you heard that. You know, when you're in radio, you can see every minute of every segment you do, and you can see what the numbers is. What is the audience gravitating to? I wish our numbers broke down to that extent. They don't. But nonetheless, he made a statement. Caitlin Clark's impact, Angel Reese too, that rivalry, he said the animosity, the hate is a real thing and it's having a real impact. She moves the needle, which is something you've heard me say I don't know how many times. So I heard this last night and went, wow, that's very interesting that a Titan in the and look, the Cowherd still has the show in national radio media now. All right, simulcast on Fox Sports every day, FS1, and of course across Fox radio airwaves across the country and all these podcasts. His show's on, and well, he's telling you the massive impact that her and Reese are having, mainly the rivalry there, and that they've now got to be aware of that. Yeah, he said, I did 15 segments on the WNBA. Yeah, it's a real needle mover. It is. So I saw that and I was like, oh, I'm covering that, because for somebody like Cowherd to make that big of a statement on this athlete, that's a big damn deal. All right? That's a big deal. Now, I would tell him and Ryen Russillo, please don't cover it because, well, that's going to hurt me, maybe. Okay? So just go ahead. Just stay oblivious to it. But they're not. All right? And we know what all Colin Cowherd's involved in with the volume and all this. So, yesterday's first-round game against Wisconsin. Oh, it was against Wisconsin. I thought it was against Michigan State. I guess, really? Well, it does say Michigan State. I don't know. Against Wisconsin, former Iowa Hawkeyes icon Caitlin Clark, Lisa Boulder were in attendance and will be surely present for Friday's quarterfinal game as well. Clark is known for being a passionate player on the court, which can cause some hilarious interactions with referees. We've all seen the interaction she had with referees during last year's season. And that's clearly also the case when speculating, as she had several exchanges with referees during Thursday's Iowa game that is making waves on social media. So let's just go over here and we'll play it.
That is going possession by possession. Look at Caitlin Clark field. That is going possession by possession. Look at Caitlin Clark field.
Seriously. Caitlin's literally screaming, that's a bad call at the ref.
It's going possession by possession.
It is.
Yeah,
it goes back to her handing the refs their asses last year during the WNBA season. It's funny. She's always giving the refs hell even when she's not playing. I mean, yeah, same energy right here. Yeah, that. What are you doing exactly? That's crazy. This person says I think she's destined to coach post-playing career. Yeah, the refs, when they see CC coming, that's hilarious. She can't help herself. She's so intense. You can't coach passion. Iowa with the big win. Yeah, seriously. That's our girl. A lot of people notice this, and the refs are never safe. No, they're not. They're not safe at all. And I think it's hilarious. Now, I do at times think, while a play is still going on, she'll get tied up with a ref, and I hope that this year she's like, okay, I'm waiting until we get a small whistle, a break, or whatever, and then I'll get in a referee's ass. All right, but not until the actual play you're on is over. That would be my only thing I would say. But I saw that and I was like, oh, this is funny. She's getting in the refs just like she does during a WNBA game, and it's hilarious, and she's not even playing. That's funny. And that's a true statement from Colin Cowherd, a big statement involving Caitlin Clark's impact, that these guys have been taking their time off and all this very strategically throughout the years. And for them to have to think about changing the way their calendar looks because of Caitlin Clark, I mean, that's wild, because they don't do it for baseball and they don't do it so much for the National Basketball Association, but the NFL, college football, and now Caitlin Clark. That's pretty big, folks. It is. The engagement on it, I've never seen anything like it. I mean, and I've had some big NFL videos, some really big ones. This Caitlin Clark thing was unlike, I mean, I took a shot in the dark on a Caitlin Clark video, and I was like, maybe I need to make another one. And maybe I need to make another one. And I'm like, okay, this is fun. And he was right. It is. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.